Hello everyone and welcome back to Bonarescu TV. Today I'm going to show you one of the coolest things I've created lately, and that's an interactive map on Google Maps. One reason why I created this is because I've traveled to quite a few places in Romania. I lived there for 2 years. I've gone back one time and traveled around for a week. And I feel like I have kind of a cool knowledge about some of the places that I've been to and lived in, especially the ones that I've lived in. And so I wanted to share this and start being able to give people other information on where they could go or things that I've visited and give recommendations. But also it's interactive, so you can go and you can interact with this map and say, you should go here, or hey, you've been to these places, how was this place? You can message me, you can do whatever you need to. So I'll leave the link below in the comments. Feel free to check that out. And if you want to leave a comment and recommend any places that you don't see on this map, please feel free to leave a comment. I want to learn about more places. I want to get more places on this map. And it's updating all the time. So as I go and update it, as I go and put in more recommendations, or as I go and put in places that I've been, that I've thought of as I've just been thinking throughout the day, then it will update. So you'll see those updates. So feel free, leave a comment. I would love to get some of your recommendations on where we should go, what we should put on this map, or even, places that I've never been to that would be super cool for me to visit, and just a place that I would like to visit. So please feel free to leave that comment. But I want to kind of go and talk about my map today. Let me pull my map up. I've got my computer over here. So if I'm looking over here, I'm just checking out what cities I have. I want to kind of go through and give you a list of the cities I have, and maybe even give some cities that if you have recommendations, I would love to hear a recommendation on this city. Maybe I've been there, maybe I've never been there. So let's get started. My first city is Bucharest. Obviously, it's the capital. It's the biggest city. I would say when most people have gone to Romania, just as like a trip or like a quick stop in, it's Bucharest because it has the easiest airport to fly into. It's the biggest city, so you get to see a lot of sights. I actually didn't live in Bucharest that long. I think 2 months, maybe 3 months. And I didn't really go there often. So I don't have like a lot of Bucharest knowledge like a lot of people. But just in here, I think I have 13 items in there right now. So Bucharest is huge. There are so many places you can visit. For being there 2 months and getting like 13 places that you could visit and still living my normal life while I was there, it's pretty crazy that you can have 13 items that you should go visit and places that I've been to that I would recommend you going to. So Bucharest is my number one. Next, I have what I call the Brașov region. The Brașov region technically does bring in some of Prahova, because I did throw in like Sinaia and Bușteni in there. So it's not quite the Brașov County region, but I just lumped it into the Brașov region because Bușteni and Sinaia I feel like are close enough to Brașov to link them in there. And it doesn't just include Brașov, it also includes Bran. I'm thinking if there's anywhere else around there. Nope, just Bran. So Bran, Bușteni, and Brașov are included in the Brașov region. And I really haven't explored this place very much. I was in Brașov one day when I lived there. I traveled down there for one day for a conference and then left, so I didn't really get to see much. And then when I went back this time, I spent like half a day in Brașov. We spent a morning in Sinaia and Bușteni, and then drove to Brașov for a little bit, and then finished our trail up to the next area. And the next area is the Sighișoara and Vișcri area. So I lumped these two in because I could say you could see Vișcri and Sighișoara in one day. Vișcri you can kind of just drive through, take a quick stop at the church, see all the houses. You're not going to spend an absolutely huge amount of time there, maybe an hour tops, and then you get to go on to Sighișoara. So I kind of lumped these in, but I do feel like Sighișoara needs its own area. It can't be lumped in with a place, so I just lumped in Vișcri with Sighișoara. But Sighișoara is one of the coolest cities. As you know by now, like Sighișoara is like my number 2 favorite city in Romania. I know a lot of people love Brașov. I understand it. Brașov is absolutely beautiful, but Sighișoara is just something so cool and so different to me. So I threw in Sighișoara. I think I already have 12 places in Sighișoara, and I was only there like, so we got in there at night, like 7 at night, and then I was there until like noon the next day. There are so many cool things you can see in Sighișoara in a short amount of time. It is so easy to be able to see the city, and there are so many attractions that you can see that I personally loved. So Sighișoara is like one of the top places on my list. I wish I could spend more time there. Maybe the next time I go back, I'll spend 2 days there, really immerse myself in the city and visit all the places that I want to visit. The next area that I have is the Oradea area. And actually, I'm thinking about it, and I wish I would have included the Cluj area. Maybe I'll go in and include that now, but I've only been to Cluj twice, and like nothing is super memorable to me in Cluj. I remember the piazza, like the main city center, and they had the big, I think it was Mihai Viteazul on the horse, and that big church. And then I remember a park with like a lake and a restaurant, but I couldn't tell you their names. Cluj, I was just like in and out of Cluj. I stayed at the apartment that I stayed at, and then continued on while I lived there. While I lived in Romania, not in my travels there. And so it was like not super memorable for me, but everyone I talked to that has lived in Cluj or has been to Cluj loves Cluj. So if you have any recommendations on Cluj or any places that you think I should put in here, please feel free to let me know. I am not a Cluj master. I want to go to Cluj, and if I can get them on the map and get some of these cool places, some cool restaurants, some cool things to see in Cluj on here, I think the next time we go to Romania, we would almost 100% go there. And the same with Alba Iulia. I'm kind of lumping them in together because I've never actually been to Alba Iulia, but everyone says it is awesome. It is so cool. I would love to go there on the 1st of December and just be where, you know, that event happened. The reunification of Romania, where that happened. And so it would be so cool. I'm kind of lumping Alba Iulia into the Cluj area. Don't get mad at me for that. But my next area is the Oradea area. That is probably the place I am most familiar with. I lived there for about a year, not all like at one time. I lived there for like 2 or 3 months, and then I came back and lived there for like 9 months. So Oradea is absolutely incredible in my opinion. Number 1 city in Romania. I think it is beautiful. The people are awesome. The food is incredible. The Oradeian food is like the perfect mix of like Hungarian influence, German influence, Romanian influence, and just the street vendors even are like the plăcinte there. It's to die for. And they have this thing. Oh my gosh. I completely forgot about this until just now. Langosh. If you've never heard of langosh, you've got to try one in Romania. It's my favorite thing. I got langosh cu jam, langosh with jam, and absolutely incredible. It's crispy, it's fluffy, it's absolutely perfect. So Oradea is on my list. I have like 20 things for Oradea, and this is like a small city. So if you're looking to visit a place and you really want some good recommendations, Oradea, I feel like I have all the places where you can go and take beautiful photos, you can get good food, the places you need to visit, like that are like picture worthy, the things that you can do that are very touristy and fun. I think I have all of those places in here. Maybe I'm missing a couple, but feel free to let me know if you think I'm missing a couple. But I feel like I have a pretty good set on Oradea. The next place I have is, I have Hunedoara in there. I only have Castelul Corvinilor in there. So I'm looking for more. I've been to Deva and Hunedoara. They're kind of like 2 cities like right next to each other. I don't really know much about them. I only went there for Castelul Corvinilor, and that's it. So I don't know like any food places, any cool other sites to see. I know there's like probably an hour down the road is Sarmigetusa. I think I'm saying that right. I can't remember. but it's like these old ruins where the ancient Romans had a ruin, I think, or maybe the ancient Dacians. I can't remember. I learned about it while I was in Romania like 10 years ago, so I can't quite remember exactly who occupied that, but I think it was the Romans if I remember right. So there's Hunedoara, but there's only one thing, so if you have any recommendations, I would love to hear them because that's like one of the coolest tourist areas to go, and probably one of the places where I would want to know food. I would want to know where to catch a bus, where I'd want to get these things. So if you have that, feel free to let me know. I will throw it in my map. You can go, you can be interactive with this and see what I have on here. But Hunedoara is just the one right now. Maybe it will be updated by the time you see this. How about my next city? I say Timișoara. I've been to Timișoara a couple times. I never lived there, but I liked the city. I got to explore the city a lot. I only have like 8 things on there. I guess I didn't explore the city quite as much as I thought, but there's a few things that I think are like memorable when I think about Timișoara, and I have these memories here. So I have them like Union Square, Julius Town Mall, one of the coolest malls in the whole entire world is in Timișoara. So I've thrown that in. You can go in and see what else I've got. The next place I have is Sibiu. Sibiu's probably, like for most people, I would say it's either like Brașov or Sibiu are like the most beautiful cities. I think it's incredible. I love Sibiu. I just have a special place in my heart for Oradea, and then Sighișoara kind of stole my heart a little bit, a little piece of my heart when I went there. But Sibiu, I have like 10 to 12 things in there. These are mostly like picturesque spots, places that you can go, you know, get your photography spot, get some pictures of the eyes, get you in front of these places, or, you know, get some very contrasting colors. This is more what I would say Sibiu is about. I don't have as much food. I don't quite know the food of Sibiu. I know there's like maestros, there's a good clătite place, and that's pretty much all I ate at in Sibiu. So I love Sibiu. It's very picturesque. If you're going for like travel, like Instagram photos or like cool videos where you get to show off the beauty of a city, Sibiu is definitely a place to go. It is 100% on the list. And if you're going to Sibiu, you can go to Brașov pretty easily. You can get to a lot of other very beautiful and picturesque places. So Sibiu's on there. Go check that one out. I have 2 places left. And I want to include one more. I want to get your guys' opinion on this. But first I want to start with my city that I have in here, and that's Iași. So in the Moldova region of Romania, Iași, I lived there for like 6 months-ish, and Iași was cool. Iași, honestly, I wouldn't say it's the most beautiful area in the whole wide world. The city center is incredible. They have this beautiful walk up to the palace, which is absolutely beautiful. But once you leave that, I would say it's not like, you know, to die for. There's nothing really too crazy. It's just kind of more, you know, normal. Just a normal place. They have a cool river. I don't know. But the main piece, Palace, it is absolutely incredible. Absolutely beautiful palace. And there's a mall behind it. The walk up to it's really cool. There's some cool churches on the like road up to Palace. So definitely worth a stop. If you have a day in the Moldova region, I would definitely recommend Iași just for Palace. Like, it is absolutely incredible and just a beautiful sight. And you can go and walk through Palace, and they have tours that you can take. It's kind of like a museum, essentially. And in that same region, I don't have this city, but I want to get it on there. So hopefully by the time you're looking at this, I have this on here. And that's Piatra Neamț. I went one day to Piatra Neamț. I ate at a restaurant. I can't remember what it was called, but I ate pig's brain. Pig's brain. I couldn't believe I did it. I felt like I had to do it for the experience. But I ate pig's brain in Piatra Neamț. It wasn't very good. I'll say that. I do like some Romanian dishes though, like ciorba de burtă, probably my favorite soup from Romania. And so, you know, take this with a grain of salt. Don't try the pig's brain. It's cool to say it, but it's not very good. But Piatra Neamț, absolutely stunning. It is a beautiful area. And they have this telecabana that like a gondola type deal that can take you up and go and see the city. You get to overlook the city and see what's going on there and see the beauty of Piatra Neamț. So I don't have that on there. Hopefully I get it on before you see this. And if not, leave me some recommendations. I want to know what to do in Piatra Neamț and Suceava. Like, leave me some recommendations. I want to go there. My last city is Constanța. Constanța is the beachside city. It is awesome. I don't party. I didn't party while I was there, but Constanța was still incredible. The casino, such a beautiful picture spot. You've got the ocean back there. I lived right on the Faleza, the boardwalk, right in Constanța. And so I would walk out to the boardwalk every single day, go run. I saw dolphins jumping in the water. It was absolutely incredible. I think Constanța is one that you need to see if you're really looking, if you're in the summer and you want to go to the beach and get some good heat and some good sun and really dip your toes in the water. Constanța is the place. So those are some of the regions of Romania that I wanted to talk about that I have on my map. Feel free, touch the link, hit the map. It doesn't cost you anything. You can go, you can see what's on there, get some recommendations or give me some recommendations if you have any. But thank you guys for watching. These are some of the cities that I want. I want to get even more cities. So leave me some recommendations. I would really appreciate it if you gave me some recommendations. I know I've asked so many times, but I want to get this map so it has even more stuff so that almost everybody can go in here and see what they should do in Romania and see some of the cool sites recommended by you guys. So thank you guys so much. As always, I appreciate you watching. You guys are the reason why I do this, and building up Romania is the reason why I do this. So thank you guys. V-am pupat, te iubesc, vă iubesc, and we'll see you later. Ciao.